Now the flag's going up today over Citi Field, Jeff Manaski. Big. As a Mets fan, big.
I read somewhere, and actually Tom, one of our listeners, emailed me that they had a special private ring ceremony or some type of a ceremony yesterday to commemorate the National League Championship. But, of course, today they'll raise the flag at Citi Field.
Awesome. In studio right now, I want to say that we have some excitement here. Andrew, do I have any information on this, Andrew? Yeah? No, maybe?
It's right in front of you there, behind the sheet.
I'm looking all over, and I don't find... You mean these here? Okay. All right. Well, okay. It is what it is. I just can't find it. Sammy Vasquez is an undefeated professional welterweight, 21-0, and a U.S. military veteran. I see that, okay? I get that. Good morning, Sammy. How are you? You're in town, 21-0, excited about Fight for the Vets. It's the 4th annual going on, and the numbers are really big. Good morning.
Absolutely. Good morning to you, too. Thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
Glad to have you in here. So let's talk about you're a vet and what that means to you. And this event, of course, benefiting veterans.
I mean, obviously, it's huge for me, me being a vet and then being able to support the vets and do anything I possibly can, to shine light on the veterans, and PTSD and things like that. It's important to me because I deal with it, as many as my brothers and sisters, do as well.
Yeah.
So for me to be here to support them and to shine light on this situation, I'm just happy to be here.
How many knockouts do you have?
I have 15 knockouts.
15 knockouts, 21-0.
Yeah.
You're on fire. Okay, let's talk about this event. The ticket sales are really, really good.
Yes, they are. We're around about close to 340 tickets sold out of the box office at this point in time, which is better than we ever did. So I think the community is getting behind this.
So this is a USA-sanctioned amateur boxing event. Talk about that and what that means. Adds a great deal of credibility.
It really does. And actually, this is the first year that it's actually a regional box-off, meaning it's Junior Olympic boxing. The winners progress to Lake Placid, and those winners go to Texas for the Nationals. So it's really, the best of the best will be there. About 20 bouts this year.
Pretty awesome. It starts at 6 o'clock tomorrow night?
Yes, 6 p.m. Mohawk Valley Community College. And
it's $10, $6 if you're a student.
$5 if you're a student.
$5 if you're a student,
yeah.
So it's a great deal.
It is.
And a great night of boxing. So you're in, you'll sign autographs and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're a veteran, just tell people what that means to come back here and to have success. Because not every veteran that comes home is able to do what you're doing right now. Some struggle finding jobs, and their families might not be there the way they were when they come back.
Absolutely.
I mean, they've given everything for us. Are we doing enough?
Absolutely. Anything is enough. We appreciate everything, that anybody does for us, just in general. It is very hard. There's a lot of guys that come back, that were blown up, don't have, legs or arms, and the dreams that they did have, it might not be a possibility now,
Right.
But in the same sense, they're tough, we're tough,
Mm-hmm.
we keep driving on, and, and this is why I box, I thank God that, I deployed twice, I came back twice, and, I'm able to do something that I've always dreamed about doing. And in that same time, I'm able to use the outlets that I'm available to outreach to the veterans and be able to shine more light on them.
How are they using you? How's the military using you? Is the government? They got to be all over you.
Not as much as you would would think. For me, in the beginning, they sponsored me a little bit. Every fight, and then, I would come out to the ring in a Humvee with the guys that I deployed with to Iraq, every time, and that was kind of like my thing. But they're not as all over me as I would think. Not like NASCAR, or something like that.
Right.
But hopefully, eventually, they do, take notice of what I'm trying to do and try to, because
you're okay with that, right?
Yeah.
Who was the NFL player that died and the family had such a problem with the military funeral, and I forgot his name.
Pat.
In Texas.
Tillman.
Yeah. They really, and that family had a real tough time. Felt that they were being exploited. But listen, this is all about America. It's all about the safety of the country and security of the country. You're okay with them when they do use you? You're all right with it? Or how do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, you know, for boxing in that aspect. Or
Yeah,
you mean
for boxing and
just,
utilizing it. Basically, listen, we are not above propaganda. As a country, we inspire people, and yours is a great story. So they're gonna use that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, my story. I hope they use it. I mean, that way it inspires other veterans and things like that. I mean, obviously I don't want nothing bad to be brought to my name because I represent myself well.
Sure.
I went through a lot of things in my life, even before deployments and stuff like that. With my parents and growing up, I started boxing because I got bullied. In school when I was 9 years old.
Interesting.
So I started boxing at 9 years old, and I've dealt with a lot in my life. A lot of adversity. And some people have dealt with more adversity than I ever have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to, use the military, to outreach to anybody I can, whether it's little kids, inspire the youth, because they're our future, and then the veterans, who are out there now. I mean, those are the guys that there's no end of the road, for them.
Right.
You can keep pushing, and hopefully I can inspire them to, to keep them motivated.
Well, you're a great story. You got a good guy here.
Thank you. I think we do.
Okay, so again, review how people can get tickets for tomorrow night.
Well, you can get them right at the door tomorrow night. Those sales will be or the box office 6 o'clock, and we expect a lot of people coming.
And you guys are doing, he's talking about the kids, the club, the Utica Boxing Club.
Exactly.
That's really what this is about.
Sammy, and we thank him greatly. It's a connection he made for our community, meaning that youth and veterans, it's a very good connection, and it's something that we are going to build upon. So
cool.
We're hoping for the best.
All right. Well, listen, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. And to get tickets, 731-5721, or you can go to mvcc.edu/tickets. It's tomorrow night at 6 o'clock over at the MVCC, the Robert R. Jorgensen Athletic Center and the Event Center over at MV. So check it out. Guys, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Quick break, 8:51 at WIBX.